What the fuck is good, bitches? I am the almighty fucking Massacreature. So, what is on my mind right now? Holy fuck. Game of fucking Thrones. I don't know how to make this video without spoiling anything, because I want to talk about details. There's a lot of details to talk about. It could probably take a million fucking years to really address every topic in any aspect. So, just in case I do spoil anything, I will say spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen the last episode of Game of Thrones or Season 8, just cut this off, whatever, catch up. Anywho, moving on, Season 8 of Game of Thrones. I have seen online a lot of negativity, a lot of complaints, a lot of disappointment. People expected more. People feel as though it was rushed, that they tried to just finish it up, cram a bunch of shit into a little box. And I don't feel that way at all. I was fucking tearing up towards the end. I was really trying to hold it in. I felt happiness, like genuine happiness for what was happening. It's like every single character has like the bottom line, you know, whether that character lived or died. And it's like that wonder of what that bottom line would be for each character lasted the whole show. It's like, man, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea how this is all going to turn out. And we finally fucking learned. And it's crazy that there's no more wondering, aside from what's in the books if you haven't read the books and the prequels / spin-offs that will happen hereafter. Yeah, jeez, yo. You know, like, I want to empathize with other people and try to see where they're coming from. I want to see why people are disappointed. I want to see why people would sign a petition for HBO to make another Season 8, as if they would. Okay, fuck it. I already gave a spoiler warning. I'm gonna mention shit that happened. Okay, so just fucking, what do I say? Like, if you do get into specifics, what do you say? I don't know. I really don't know. So, okay, fucking, let's go by this. I have pop vinyls. This guy, Ghost. Just, oh my god, I was just like, so like, oh. I didn't think that Jon and Ghost were going to see each other again. For some reason, I thought that was the goodbye. Once again, the show completely caught me off guard, and boom. I just got flashbacks of when Jon Snow found Ghost. When all the Starks got their direwolves, and then like Ghost was Jon's because Jon was the bastard, and Ghost was the oddball. God, just so much satisfaction, you know. I don't have to talk about everything that happened, but damn, like, so much satisfaction. Seeing the Stark sigil on the ships, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't have to say everything. The Stark sigil on those fucking ships. That was so fucking satisfying, because you thought that Arya was just saying, I'm no one, fuck everything, whatever. Going off, filling in the map. No. Still had Needle. And then, boom. Taking that fucking Stark sigil into the rest of the fucking world. How can people be disappointed with that? With all the love that they had for Ned Stark, Rickon, Bran. Hell fucking yeah. And of course Sansa, boom. Queen in the North. Independent. It's just in the nature of the North to be independent. You know, Nymeria would not go with Arya. Arya was like, that's not you. And fucking Arya wanted to go off and do her own thing. So that's cool, you know. North, its own fucking thing. And Bran, you know, he took up his shit reluctantly. I guess that's the right word, because he straight up said didn't want it, but went all the way there, you know. It's like, this is why I came all this way. That's why I did this journey with the fucking three-eyed raven. See, that's cool, because like there was so much footage throughout the show of the three-eyed raven and Bran's memories, and when you're watching these fucking episodes with Bran fucking just going through the fucking woods not knowing what the fuck's going on, and it comes to this, you're like, bam, full fucking circle. You didn't think that the show was gonna come full fucking circle when you saw Dany burning down King's Landing and becoming fucking Hitler, but it did. The Lords of Westeros acknowledged Bran, like, fucking, you're the dude. You are the dude. He's the three-eyed fucking raven, but everyone's not gonna call him the three-eyed raven. You're fucking Bran. Bran fucking Stark. Bran the fucking Broken. Dude, that is the coolest fucking title all fucking time. I love how I still have Ghost just chilling here. That is the coolest fucking title. It's so fucking just metal, man. Broken. I have coffee. Man, I am just fucked up over that episode, man. I'm just fucked. So fucked. How Stark will just fucking flourish and expand all throughout the fucking world. Lannister, you know, the tallest Lannister is now Tyrion, and he is Hand of the King. Yara is Queen of the Iron Islands. If there's anything that people might be disheartened about, it's the death of Dany. Dany was such a beloved character, but the whole thing about Dany is that it's just an illumination on the truth of life, that people change. Things affect you, sadness affects you, trauma affects you, loss affects you, your upbringing affects you, who you love affects you. If you're noble and righteous one moment, you might become vengeful and violent in another. And you might still be on a path of righteousness, but you might be misguided a bit. Jon is a hero. He was always a hero. Even though he felt guilty about following Dany, he still used everything he ever learned in his life throughout the show and did the honorable thing and stopped this tyranny from spreading across the world. She had already done so much destruction, so much vile, disgusting destruction, that he just couldn't permit it. He who passes the sentence should swing the sword. He believed that this world would be better without this tyranny. He took matters into his own hands and purged the world of that tyranny. Drogon, see, one thing that I thought about him was that if he were to have torched Jon, then Jon would have not been harmed. Since he's Targaryen by blood, wouldn't that make him immune to fire like Dany was? Because we clearly saw her be immune to fire when the dragons were born, and if they have the same blood, I mean, that's probably why Drogon didn't torch him. He's like, it's not gonna really do anything. I know a dragon when I see one. I'm just gonna be like, hey, no one's gonna be the fucking owner of this chair right here. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna take my mom and leave. I mean, fucking Drogon lost his siblings and his mom. It's crazy to think that he knew the significance of the throne, you know? The visuals were awesome, the music was awesome, everything was what it needed to be, the whole mood was what it needed to be. Let's see if I can center this a bit more. Centered? Man, we lost so many fucking people, but I was really satisfied with who ended up living. I'm trying to remember who all was at that table. It was Tyrion, Bronn, Sir Davos, Sam and Brienne. Anyone else? Pod was there. Bran was there for a second. That was so... It's so cool to know that, like, Bran still isn't, like, a vegetable personality-wise. Like, he can smirk and shit. You know, I still remember that little interaction he had with Sam and how he, like, held up the note from the Raven. Sam was like, "You saw this in a vision?" You see Bran go... Dude, Bran still has personality, you know. It's like he's the three-eyed raven, but there's still a soul in there, you know. I feel like Bran's soul is in there somewhere. But yeah, I loved seeing the arguments, you know, the discourse about what would transpire, you know. It's cool to know that there's like a path, you know, like people are actually planning on living a life after everything. And it's not like, okay, well, I guess we'll all just fuck ourselves. The zoom out reminded me of the end of Clerks 2. Today is the first day of the rest of our lives. Thinking of like the Hound and the Mountain and Littlefinger, Cat, Robb Stark, the Young Wolf, Walder Frey. Man, people, there are some sadistic fuckers out there that are like, man, fucking Cersei should have had worse. But I'm like, come on, man. You don't have to fucking see people just be fucking devoured by dogs all the time. Grey Worm turned into a fucking savage, yo. I mean, like, he was already like a savage, like loyal to Dany. He was already a savage, but when he learned what love was, and then he experienced loss, man, that turned a savage into a savage extravaganza. That dude was fucking no joke. He was like, yo, we're gonna fucking kill this guy. Fucking killed our fucking queen, our fucking liberator, but they made a compromise, and Jon, quote unquote, so funny, he fucking, in the beginning, pledged himself to the Night's Watch. His watch ended because he died, and now he's on his second watch. You have 2 fucking watches for the fucking Night's Watch. But he was reunited with Tormund and Ghost, and everything that should have happened, okay? Fucking Dany didn't have to fucking live. She was nuts. Jon did the right thing. Queenslayer. And I'm really happy that Sam ended up being the... what's the name? Archmaester? Something Maester. It's like the Grand Maester. Yeah, I have some Game of Thrones pops. I need more, but they are a waste of money. I still feel when Ned Stark got executed. I still feel when Theon got tortured. I still feel when Lady got killed. I mean, fuck. And the Red Wedding, I mean, jeez. That poor baby just got wrecked. We all love when Joffrey got killed. When Littlefinger got killed, that was pretty satisfying too. Man, his influence was pretty fucking deep. It was really cool when the Dothraki were cheering for Drogon, when Drogon was flying and they were like, yeah! You know, just seeing them happy, seeing them still following Dany is very satisfying, you know. It's been so long since she was with Khal Drogo, but, you know, she's the Khaleesi. If you feel that the last season of Game of Thrones was lackluster, you are more than welcome to tell me why, and we can debate about it. But until then, I guess we'll just read the books, watch the show over again, watch the spin-offs, watch the prequels, make some fan fiction, make some fan art, do all that fun stuff. Yeah, my prediction on Facebook was that no one would get the throne. Dany touched it, but she didn't sit in it. And if you don't sit in the Iron Throne when you're the king or queen, then nah, sorry Charlie, you didn't get the throne specifically because your ass was not in it. So my prediction was correct. I think the Hound was my favorite character throughout the whole show. I always loved Jon Snow because I always loved how honorable he was. I love Ned Stark for that. For all the Hound scenes, you know, I felt like I was really empathizing with him. No matter how nasty he was being, I felt like I knew him. It was cool to see the Hound push the Mountain into fire after the Mountain pushed the Hound's face into fire and gave him the fear of fire, and the Hound overcame his fear of fire and engulfed himself in fire, so the Mountain could be engulfed in the thing that he made the Hound afraid of. See, I could just think so in depth about any fucking little thing and just be so fascinated. Great season, fabulous season, 10 out of fucking 10, man. Whole fucking show, every fucking episode, 10 out of 10. Always had me fucking 100% engrossed. Love the shit, man. You're a good man, Theon. Thank you. Euron was an asshole. Fuck him. Fuck that dude. Fuck him. Fuck that asshole. I liked how Pod was a knight. Brienne was a knight. Fucking, they both got knighted. Well, let me know what house you identify with. Let me know your opinions of shit. Let me know if you enjoyed it or not. Holy goddamn shit. Holy shit. I am the almighty fucking master creature. You are a dragon with wings, so do not stay on the fucking ground. I drink and I know things. Sometimes I like to pee.